and I am back. Welcome to Normal Guy Games. So this time we have another painting video, and it is for the last of the warbands that are included in Gnarlwood. It's going to be the Gnarlspirit pack, and I kind of went with just a really simple scheme for these guys, and the colors and the techniques that I use for the one will work on all of them. So let's pull out the video and let's see how it turned out. For this scheme, I went with the same Zenithal Prime as I did with the Sons of Elmorn. Only this time I took a dry brush of Blathian Chitin to the highest parts of the model. Now, all of this, actually not all of it, but a lot of what I'm doing here is going to be contrast paint. So I started off with Gargax Sewer, and I used that for the fur on his boots and a couple of the straps and whatnot. And then I took snakebite leather and I used that for his boots, and then the any other straps or whatnot that were visible, his pants, anything that could be particularly leather-like. Now take care not to do the wraps around his legs there, because we're going to get hit that in Skeleton Moon later. So going around, and I just made sure to carefully put that snakebite leather everywhere it needed to be. Now for his skin, for this guy, I actually ended up using Gargax Sewer again, because I felt like I wanted to use a darker skin tone, and it actually worked out really well. It turns out good over top of this Zenithal Prime that I've got going on, because the shadows are a dark, kind of a rich brown, and the upper levels are that skeleton bone color, so it gives the proper depth to the shadows and a proper darkness to the underneath of everything. And it works well for his the amount of skin that's showing on the model as well. There's a little bit here and there. This model, I thought I was going to have issues with getting to the different areas, but honestly it worked a lot better than I thought it was going to work, to tell you the truth. Now moving on, I used Creed Camo for the fur or whatever is on his back here. I figured there are going to be some weird creatures in the Gnarlwood and or where these guys came from, so a nice green color kind of breaks everything up. It's sort of a warm, sort of a cool green with that white undertone underneath, so it does break up the color of the model a little bit. Now for this, I actually used Vallejo steel for all of the metal. Now that's on all the chainmail, on all of the plates, on all of the weapon, the shaft of the weapon, the head of the weapon, all of his shoulder plates and everything. All of that is done up in that Vallejo steel. Now for the bones and the wraps, anything that could be bone-like the skulls and whatnot, the spike on his shoulder, all of that I used Skeleton Horde to kind of give everything an old, weathered bone type feel to it. And you can easily lighten this up by taking a very, very light dry brush of any bone-like color you like and putting that red over top. Honestly though, I wanted everything to look kind of worn and weathered and old, so I left that darker bone color on everything, because I felt like, these are old trophies that this guy has put together on his armor or whatnot. Now I did hit a couple of areas with that brassy Rune Lord color, Rune Lord brass, just to kind of break up the metallics just a little bit, because there was quite a bit of steel on some of the places here, so I figured it might look good if I just varied that up a little bit, just to make the colors change up. Now all of the weapons and the plates, I hit that with a black wash. Now I did not wash the entire model, because he ended up just as dark as I needed him to be, just as he was. It's just the metallics look a lot better with that wash. And I took some Mournfang brown, mixed that with some Gargax Sewer, and I did a couple of highlights on his skin just to lighten up the topmost areas on everything. Finishing it off, I did a wash on the base with Agrax Earthshade to kind of differentiate everything, and I kind of hit the tops of those bones with that bone color, Balathean chitin that I like to use. And honestly, I mean, that's it. That's how it turned out. And I think for a very, very quick color scheme, quick paint job, it turned out pretty good. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It really helps. And we will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.